brothers.
So this is me, Jasmine. I have just got a new microphone and I'm just testing it out for the first time. Don't know what the quality is actually going to be any good or what. This is my part of the podcast, the Brothers podcast. And I'd just like to talk about shit basically for a couple of minutes. I don't know if we're swearing in this. If we are swearing in this, cut this bit out, saffron. So I'm just sat in my bedroom currently with this setup. You can't see the setup. The setup is... Hang on. Am I still even recording? Yes, I am still recording. Am I? No. Yes, I am. This setup is like one of those... Sorry, excuse me. One of those like vlogging kits slash live streaming kits. My phone is like on a stand, and then I have like a, what you may call it, a little ring light and a microphone attached to that. That's basically it. And it was from TK Maxx and it was pretty cheap, £17, which was a bargain. Anyway, I was talking to Saffron the other day about my theory about spiders, right? And take it or leave it, but my theory about spiders is that all spiders are burglars, right? Okay, so my theory is that spiders are actually burglars because they all wear black and they sneak down on little webs and they steal things like flies, and then they wrap them up in tiny little bags and put them over their shoulders and then takes them to the home. I'm just thinking, do spiders think that all bugs are like jewels because of their eyes? Because like flies' eyes look like gems. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what I'm saying now. Hexagonal. That's the word. Eyes. It's like that is like them bug eyes just like look like pretty gems, and the spider might have been stealing it and then realises actually it tastes pretty good and might just eat it instead. But it's just a waste of resources, man, because if you're gonna eat a fly, why not eat all of it instead of just sucking blood out of it and then just leave it to dry? Like that's just a waste of resources. That can't be good for spider environment. You see what I mean? I just don't know what I'm talking about 25 million% of the time, if that's the percentage of life. And no one else has these thoughts but me. I have like these weird crackhead thoughts at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, are you okay? I'm not okay really. I think I'm having a little bit of a mental breakdown, some sort of thing. And today I was just thinking, well, I saw this guy on the bus, right? This is just another random thought, and no offense, but you know the monk hairstyle, right? This is not like even trying to diss religions, yeah, or like medieval shit. But I saw this guy and he had like a monk hairstyle, and he had like hair around the side of his head and like bald in the middle. And I was just like, dude, in my head, obviously not to his face because that'd be just like rude. But I was like, dude, shave it off. You know what I mean? Like, who needs that side hair? My granddad has that side hair and then bald on top, and it's like my granddad even shaves it off because he knows that it looks daft, even though he jokes it looks brilliant. But it's like, oh, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a monk hair. It's like a monk. You look like a monk. You look like an actual monk. Like, you know what I mean? From like medieval times. Like, just shave the goddamn thing off. Like, no one's gonna be mad here. We all go bald at one point. Well, not all of us, but you know, like a lot of people go through that thing. You know, losing the hair. I don't know what the attachment is, because if you're attached to your hair that much, why don't you just get one of those replacement wig things, hair pieces, and glue the bad boy on there instead of just keeping the big baldy locks hole on your head that's like, I don't know, just smooth smooth it all out. I mean, I'd rather see a full-on bald guy than the 2-part series round the side of his head, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take it off. And he had a girlfriend though, so, and she was like holding his hand, so big respects. She must like it. It must be like a thing. So, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm trying to diss, but I just don't get the whole thing. That's my chair squeaking anyway, not me farting by any means. Even though, yeah, I do fart, but not right now. Yeah, so maybe this is just more like my just random thoughts, or like, I don't know, maybe just my little random self, inside voice, whatever you want to call it. But I don't think I'm quite normal. I'm definitely not normal, because I obviously see things and hear things no one else does in my own head. Right now I'm just thinking about the fact that last night I just sat and was watching a YouTube video of this woman that like did a full morning routine as a Victorian, and that's the kind of stuff that I'm like really into. Like, I'd love to be a Victorian for like just 1 week, you know what I mean? Like, no one else has these fantasies but me, but like being a Victorian for a week, that'd be really cool, but like weird at the same time, because I guess you'd have to give up your phone and like technology and shit like that. But just like, I don't know, like I was watching it till 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I realised, I was like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you're watching a woman wash her hair in a bowl, you know what I mean? Like, go to sleep, man. You know, the man's on 2 bars, innit? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, just go to sleep. But it's so interesting, and it's like, I just love like stuff like that. And then I think I actually have like something wrong with me, where I have a big, like, I have a thing for aesthetics, like aesthetically pleasing videos and images and imagery and like weird things. I'm just rambling on about a load of like BS, but it's just the way I am. Like, my train of thoughts like leave the platform and like choo right down the like I don't even know where the choo to just fucking leave, right? And now my train of thought's leaving now, and I'm not even only talking about my train of thought, you know what I'm saying? It's like choo motherfucker, bye bye. I'm swearing a lot in this. Maybe she's gonna bleep all this out. I don't know if she's gonna bleep this out, but if you bleep it out, then bleep it out. This is just so random. I can't deal with my own life. Anyway, so I had COVID a couple of days ago, and I was really ill, and I got better, and then my smell and taste was like robbed away from me by the smell and taste fairy, and that was like next level torture. Like, sensory deprivation is a real legit thing, yeah. And I was like going insane, because I have a cat, right? And my cat has a cat litter tray inside my house, and normally I can smell my cat litter tray, and I know when it's getting funky and that it needs changing up and cleaning and stuff, right? But for the past 2 weeks, I can't even smell when my cat's done like doo-doos, and I'm like, I can't even change the goddamn thing, because I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on right now. I don't even know if there's poop in there or not. And I don't want to put my head in my cat's poop hole to like check for poops. But now I'm having to look inside of the cat thing instead of just like guessing with smell, because you can just like guess when something's ripe, you know what I mean? And then you just go in there and you just change it. But now I'm having like to poop check for my own cat's poop, and that's just like another level. Like, how do I, like, the scene on Ice Age, who's the poop checker? And it's like, do I have to be the poop checker? And it's like, yeah, because I'll pummel you if you don't. Like, Sid. I said, see what I mean? Train of thought, choo choo, bang, here it goes again. And then it's like, yeah. Yeah, what I was gonna say is I had cannabis oil, which I purchased a while ago to like help with anxiety and stuff. And I was like dropping the cannabis oil in my mouth for like a couple of nights, and now like my smell and everything's returning. It's like wizardry. It's like I thought I'd never get it back. Oh, my back just cracked. And then all of a sudden now I can like smell a little bit more, and taste nearly has come back fully. So that's good. But yeah, cannabis oil is like the next level, like herbology, Harry Potter, healing stuff, because it just helps with everything. Like, I don't know, I just, when I have an ailment, I do just drops the edible versions into my mouth, and it like I get better within like hours. It's weird. It's like really weird. I don't know if you just mind over matter, because it's a low percentage cannabis oil. It's the CBD oil, and I think it's I'm just reading it now, it's 250 milligrams of like cannabis, which is like not a lot. And actually I've just realised I'm like running out, so no wonder I'm feeling better, because I'm like drinking about a whole thing of that every day. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, and then also I sleep next to crystals, so Saffron knows this, and like everybody else knows this, but I have crystals next to my bed, and some of them I don't even know what they're called now anymore because I've forgotten. But I found a big chunk of Himalayan salt, which is, I don't know if it's classed as a crystal. It's more of a what's the word? It's more of like, what's the bloody mineral? That's it. I think it's that, but I didn't know where it was, and then I got it out a couple of nights ago and put it next to my bed. It's like a big chunk of it, and that just like makes me better as well. Like, that's a healer. That's supposed to have healing properties in it. If you have a headache and you sit and put a chunk of Himalayan salt in your head, your headache goes away. That is like random. You know what I mean? That's just like the earth telling me that I'm better. You know what I mean? That's just weird. Salt, like healing headaches. Is that even... I'm going to Google that, because that might be an actual true fact that I didn't know before. Anyway, more rambling. So yeah, back to my theory about spiders being burglars. Like, they are like actual burglars. You know what I mean? Snails are always moving house, because they always are like, I don't know what snails do for a hobby, but they're always packing up the shit and moving house. And that's just how I vision things, you know, like when I look at a snail, I'm like, oh, he's a moving buddy, you know, like he's going, he's packed up his shit, he's left. Then, don't get me started on ladybirds, because ladybirds, in my mind, they're always going for a picnic or something, because I always think that the little wings, right, they're just a normal beetle underneath them wings, but them red wings are like the picnic blanket that they're just carrying like a shawl across their bodies. This sounds insane, but it's like they put the shawl down on the floor and they're like, oh, a little picnic. And I just always feel like that's what they have, you know what I mean? Or am I just on crack, another level, like, yeah. Anyway, let me just check that I'm still recording this segment of footage. I don't know how you're gonna edit this, Saffron. I don't know how anything that you do that I have is edited. Let me just check. Yeah, we're still going. 40 minutes. Oh, goddamn. I'm gonna have to stop soon. Because I've nearly talked for 20 minutes about spiders being burglars and ladybirds and stuff like that, but I had an in-between conversation, which is like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, my theories on bugs are weird. They're weird. They've always been weird. It's just like, you know, it's just one of those things, mind goes off into a frenzy about things, and then that's why I think I've got actually something wrong with me. But like, it annoys me that moths are as pretty as butterflies, because it's like, I feel sorry for them, you know what I mean? Are they like homeless, or like people that don't have jobs or something, or like people that are less fortunate? Like butterflies like rich upper class, and like moths are like, you can't sit with us, you know what I mean? I just feel bad for them, because butterflies, everyone's like, oh, butterflies, oh, beautiful, you know what I mean? And then you see a moth and you're like, kill it, die. And it's like, oh, it's just trying to be the same, you know what I mean? It's just trying to live its life the best. And yeah, it might want it, like, I always, right, hear me out, right? I always feel like moths thrift shop in charity shops, and that's why they have clothes that aren't as nice as butterflies, because butterflies are like designer, you know what I mean? And moths are like, oh, I'm gonna go to this charity shop and buy this outfit, and then its butterfly friend don't like it and they don't hang out. But maybe they do hang out, who even knows? This is just insane. I sound like an absolute I have problems and issues that I am aware of, but yeah, that's just not a funny view. It's a funny view, you know what I mean? Childhood imagination, I always have that every day. So that is just a little segment. I don't know if I'm gonna go on anymore, because maybe this is too long. But back on to crystals, I think there's definitely some method into the madness of that, because crystal healing's like an actual legit thing. I don't know why I'm talking about crystals and bugs. Why does that relate to the same thing? I don't know why that relates to the same thing. Maybe it's just because I'm thinking about nature and shit like that. But maybe, like, I don't know, I've just become awoke to the fact that maybe crystals are like a legit type of medicine that can make you feel better. And I've like done a lot of watching videos and like, I don't know, I know a lot of people that use them and stuff, and I'd love to like look into it more. But I sleep with them next to my bed every single night, and I don't know what they actually are supposed to do, some of them, but one of them's a rose, I can't say, quartz or something like that, I can't say the name. It sounds like, it actually sounds like corn, like, or that hair dye, that, whatever it's called, you know what I mean, the one, the XXL thing, yeah, corn mints. I sleep next to corn mints, everybody. I sleep next to corn mints, and it makes me feel better. It might, no, the rose quartz. I think that's how I pronounce it. Anyway, it's supposed to like bring you love and good in relationship and all that jazz. And I got a big chunk of that. I think I need to actually make a whole bed out of it, and a, like, for self-love, and like sleep on the thing every single night, because sometimes it is hard to love yourself, and then like I need to just like keep a chunk of it with me all the time, because I'm terrible at loving myself. I need to get better at that, but I do make myself laugh on a daily basis, I have to admit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there, because I could talk about Bab, like how I would describe it, all night long. All night, all night, all night long. You can hire me now for weddings and birthdays. I am available for all your entertainment needs. Let me just see how long this length of kerfuffles lasted. Hang on. See, I'm still getting to grips with this, and I don't know if this is picking up. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. 19 minutes. Oh my god. Yeah, so anyway, that is my little segment of the podcast. I don't know how much you want to put in there, Saffron. I don't know how much you want to put in there, or play, or whatever you want to do. Just do what you want. Okay. care, brother. I will see you guys later. And I don't know where I should share this onto yet, but please like this podcast or something. I don't know. Watch it. I mean, listen to it all the time. Whenever it's on. Okay. Bye bye.